Hi there, I'm rhee, the artist behind this exhibition called A Sensuous Potion. I had three key objectives for it. First, to introduce a strong sensual dimension. The artworks are untethered and free-flowing prints on silk on a huge scale, around 130 square metres in all. Second, to create an experience of being within and enveloped by the exhibition. A 3D experience, not just a 2D one. To illustrate that, and third objective was to illustrate that with photographic art it's possible to step into an imagined world, Alice in Wonderland-like, which nevertheless was recorded naturally with no manipulation at all. A key outcome for viewers was that traditionally held beliefs of photographic artwork were totally confounded. The scale, the medium used, and the manner of display were unique. Most people were overwhelmed by what they experienced. There were three components to the installation, all about 1 metre wide and of various lengths, hanging vertically with the bottom ends untethered. Thus there was free movement in consequence of viewers walking past this artwork and by the currents of air generated from the air conditioning system. The three components of the exhibition were, first, a silk forest, as I call it. This was composed of 6.5 metre long translucent silk trees hung from the ceiling. There were 6 of these trees constituting what I call a forest. Space between each tree permitted viewers on the floor to walk through this forest and make the trees waft. The images on the trees were close-ups of banded sandstone in Tasmania. Second, there were what I call river banners. This component consisted of 21 vertical silk banners, each 3.5 metres long, hanging high along the 3 gallery walls at the wall-ceiling intersection. Each of the 21 banners contained a narrow sub-image which, when collectively scanned in the horizontal direction, revealed a single image 21 metres long of a local wild river flowing in a rainforested canyon. Third, there were eye-level exhibits. On each of the 2 walls there were 5 separate silk exhibits hung at eye level, each 1 metre wide and 1.5 metres long. These images were designed to transport viewers into the dimensions of the Alice-like world visible in the Tasmanian landscape. Enjoy this video, all recorded live, no staging, no rehearsing. Thank you for your time.
Impressive work recently installed in the Northwest Regional Hospital if you haven't already seen it, and I'm sure you've read about it in the paper, it's on 50 vertical aluminium panels on vinyl, 11 metres long. My friend and I went to see it today, and it's truly magnificent. But this time, the photographic images are on beautifully seductive silk, as you can see. We've all been walking past it, and perfectly located here in this well-situated gallery where the works appear to be once again part of the landscape that they represent. It's as if you've been brought into the room, with a river floating out to sea. There it is, going around, floating out to sea. So it's a great pleasure to be able to speak about con.
This makes no sense, and yet it's reality. So what happens when you're looking, you see a river flowing along, it's exiting this way, but when you take a picture, it turns into something else. Your brain filters out all of that, and you can see a river flowing. But the camera sees this. And that's the magic. To me, anyway. And there's magic in all of these for me. And again, reflections, as you can see here. This is all reflections here. Yeah. So these yellow bits are the stones. This stuff here is all reflections from the trees way up there. Yeah. And again, the yellow you see here is the pebbles in the river. Yeah.
That's the actual colour.
That's the actual colour. Yeah. I spent 30 seconds fixing these because you've got to get them in focus when you if you use a digital camera. Yeah. That's the same river again. You can see more of the reflections there. You see the trees reflecting in it. And this is the sky above us, which of course you don't see. Your brain filters that out. It's very interesting. When you're using a camera, you use your brain to filter out stuff and make it normality. So what is reality?
Oh, it's very relative.
Very complex.
Depends from which point of view you are looking.
Depends on what you've smoked and what you've taken and what you're dreaming.
Nice with
You too. Yeah.
So,
Out to try and make normality out of it. Yeah. So I've discovered the secret that this actually knows more than I do. So I just press the trigger. And then I get these amazing effects.
very fast.
Yeah. This one here, which is on the exhibition flyer, is actually a puddle this big on the ground.
Oh, right.
I'm walking through there like this, right? And I'm thinking, shit, look what I'm seeing here. So I took a picture of it, right? You can walk through. Oh, you're still there? Oh, there you are. So as we're walking through it, you can notice the trees are wafting, not from the top as the wind does, but from the bottom, because of us.
Yeah.
So these are metaphorical trees. Yeah. So you can get quite dizzy walking through here. Yeah. And then these shots on the walls, which are at eye level, are all individuals, which is more home size.